Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or good night, whatever that may be, and welcome back to another live stream. We're live and live on this beautiful Wednesday, December 31st. I hope y'all having a fantastic New Year's Eve, because I am sure having a day by waking up omega late with a headache, and I haven't even drunk yet. So, today's gonna be an amazing day. Hello Chris, hello Calvin, hello Aditi, hello everyone. Did I piss off Gacha Girl again? No, I did not. I have not interacted with Gacha Girl the past day. So, no, I did not piss him off. But you know what I did do? I added 2 new viewer point rewards to the Twitch chat. So, I did that, and I do have another plan that I want to work on and see if it is possible, because it sounded cool, so I want to do it. Although I don't have the skill to do it, I'll have to learn it myself. But I won't spoil what, because I don't want to make promises that I won't keep. But yeah, we do have 2 new viewer point rewards for Twitch. Sorry YouTube, you don't have that system, so I can't really help you there. Where you can basically see by their names. One activates cinema mode and the other one activates a line scan filter, kind of like how you have it on TikTok. Although those are work in progress, as in they might get removed because it might kill my PC, and they might have weird interactions with each other. Aisha, I just started the stream. Thank you so much for the raid, Aisha. Thank you. Hope you're having a fantastic stream, or had a fantastic stream. Sorry, I'm still half groggy. I'm having my coffee still. Hello everyone, my name is Raikon, or Raikon, whichever one you prefer. I stream Arknights, Stella Sora, all the other gachas you could ever wish for. And I was just talking about how I added 2 new viewer point rewards for Twitch chat. Such as cinema and good old line scan filter. But yeah. I hope you had an amazing stream, Aisha. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let me actually do what a normal streamer does and actually do a shout out. Usually you would have like a bot to do that, but I'm not good at that. But thank you. Hi, Muffin. Also, Happy New Year's Eve, everyone. Why are you live? Because I have nothing else better to do. But yeah, and I also changed out my model tracks a bit. Just some minor stuff. Need to go immediately because I need to do the final preparation for my family trip tomorrow, so see everyone. Oh! Good luck with that, by the way, and I hope you have a nice trip. And Happy New Year's as well. Have I touched grass today? I haven't touched grass in like weeks, bro. If I have nothing to do, Happy New Year then, yeah. Today is an odd day because most likely I'll spend my whole day streaming until like 9-10 p.m. and then I'll wait until New Year's and then I'll spend 15 minutes just drinking. You know, I'll just do that. It sounds like a better fun thing. Didn't get invited to any party this New Year, so I'm staying sober. Oh, don't let that stop you. Nothing beats a good old drinking alone with your thoughts. That's always an amazing experience, right? But yeah. Wait, aren't there places already in 2026? I'm assuming New Zealand. New Zealand, Australia, probably. And but yeah, let me actually showcase some of the things. So we have these. I will do the line scan filter one. Although this one is at a low cost at the moment, I still don't know if this is how I'll keep it on price-wise. Okay? Just, you know, a lot of people don't really use the channel point rewards nowadays, so it's a bit hard to, like, engage. But yeah, we have this thing. You know? It has a cooldown on some of them. A line scan filter does not have a cooldown, but that doesn't mean you should spam it, because if you spam it, we'll put a cooldown on it. But yeah. I'm not gonna anywhere out of my house, minus 10 if I wasn't even invited. I'd still sit here, enjoy a hot tea. Valid. Bro moving his hips, always. But yeah, I added that because it seemed fun. Again, I should probably be adding more viewer stuff related, just because I've been slacking a little bit when it comes to the stream content and YouTube content, let's be honest. So I'm gonna try to add slowly but surely more of these stuff for y'all to spend your video points on, other than just the sound alerts. And also give more content when it comes to direct chat interaction. It's gonna be an odd one because again, a lot of these will be focusing on Twitch. I'm sorry, YouTube chat, I just don't know how to work with you. So essentially, I will be working on making stuff that works with Twitch chat. I'll have to learn it though, because I don't have anyone that I can really realistically rely on for that. But we'll see if it works, and then I'll see how if I could ever expand it to YouTube. But again, I won't explain what I'm cooking, because again, if I mention it, that means I am promising it. But yeah. Also, I am playing IS first. I need to level up my Radiant. But yeah. When it comes to new live like IRL updates, nothing too special. I played Zenless Zone 0 through the story. I got Ye Shang Wang and Zhao. I played the story. It was alright. Nothing like I didn't expect, but it was okay. Play Uma. I played it on launch, got a kiss on Black, and then I lost my account, so I don't want to play it anymore. What else? Oh, I beat Arknights IS6 ending 1 difficulty 2. That was off stream, but I just wanted to get Radiant E2. What else? What else? Oh yeah, Stella Sora devs made a developer note. We can go through it. It's nothing like too special. Like they don't really show much on it, right? But I can go over it. You can go over it before we go straight into the gameplay stuff, or playing IS. This one. But yeah. So, hello, hey GunnerCon. What? There is no proof of me being a Gunner. Anyways, so let's go over this. I'll read through it. And then talk about it more about specifically what it is. But yeah. The Tyrant, greetings from the Stella Sora development and operation team. Since our game launched this past October, we remain deeply grateful that so many of you continue to play Stella Sora despite our shortcomings. Every piece of feedback, every suggestion and comment, and every kind of word of encouragement you shared with us is a tremendous source of motivation for our team. As the year draws to a close, we would like to take this opportunity to offer humble greetings. Stella Sora is the first title developed by our current team, and even though we didn't have much development experience, we decided to take on the challenging roguelite genre. Throughout this process, our anxieties and worries never truly subsided, yet driven by the desire to deliver a new experience, we continuously refine the art, world setting, and gameplay direction. With development and operations working together to shape this project, we're truly grateful that thanks to your support, we've been able to make this a reality for you. Also, hi Ladia! Hi! How you doing? Happy New Year, Eve! At the same time, we fully acknowledge and take seriously the fact that many issues came to light after a release, whether in content volume, playability, gameplay balance, progression systems, many of which stems from our inexperience and insufficient communication. We're sorry for any inconvenience or concern this may have caused, and we really appreciate your patience with us. Your voices are most vital for determining our future direction to meet your expectations as much as possible. Our entire team will continue to work on updates and improvements with the goal of shaping Stella Sora into a game you can enjoy carefree for a long time. The recent Snowish Festival update reflects one step in this ongoing effort. We're earnestly reviewing each and every piece of diverse feedback and requests we receive from you regarding content player friendliness, tracker balance, emblem specifications, and more carefully advancing our optimizations. Currently, we're exploring ways to strengthen our development team, enhance the Monolith and Ascension experience, and alleviate the challenge of tracker progression related to Bounty Hunt and Emblem by introducing new systems. While this may take some time, we're determined to steadily implement these improvements. Though Stella Sora has only begun its journey, we aspire to nurture into a title that earns your deeper affection on this path together. It would be our greatest joy if you would continue the journey alongside us and support the world of Stella Sora. In closing, we would like to express our heartfelt gratitude once again to everyone who has supported Stella Sora. We wish you a wonderful new year and a pleasant journey in 2026 and beyond. Stella Sora Development and Operations Team. So, out of the most important thing that they said here is them changing Monolith Ascension and Emblems and Bounty Hunt. Bounty Hunt is kind of whatever, it's the weekly content stuff. We're already getting a lot of this. We're already getting a good amount of weekly materials, I feel like, so it's not really an issue. Maybe it's because of the characters that I am playing are currently being shielded for the materials, but that's kind of whatever. But them buffing emblems is gonna be an interesting one, because God, please, just like it's like I'm concerned and hopeful that more than likely this is just gonna be they're gonna add a material that you can get either weekly or bi-weekly that you can define a stat to get on an emblem, right? Which then you can lock and then go all over that. But I hope it's not that hard to obtain the material, because that's what it most likely makes sense for emblems. When it comes to Ascension experience, they just gotta add more floors, I feel like, right? I feel like adding more floors and making it harder would be the most interesting part about Ascension, right? Make it like, oh, this is extreme difficulty, but like it's harder to complete, but you get better records. Because at the moment, you can like fully level 1 characters can even clear the last difficulty, so it's nothing fully that crazy. You like seeing me gamble? You'll see me gamble anyways. You think me guaranteeing 1 stat is enough for me to be enjoying my emblems? No, I need all of the good stats. No, they're not announcing EOS. Also, yeah, Chris, I get that. It just, you know, we'll see. I mean, the last event is pretty solid, right? The frenzy stages are somewhat harder than the previous event ones, so that's not bad, right? It's just I'm in endgame, right? And I have like goated like build characters, so I'm not gonna notice the difficulty of the events, right? So it makes sense why myself wouldn't notice it. But then you also have Summit Showdown, right? Summit Showdown is very hard at high difficulty, so that also makes sense and like fully confirms that they are somewhat listening to. The event made me play the game. Yeah. I mean, I still fully autoed it, right, in alt tab, but that's because I have the most, I have the strongest characters with the strongest discs and, like, talents, even if I'm free to play, right? I placed, like, many hours of my life on this game already, and it's only been 3 months. Holy fuck, it's been 3 months. Didn't this shit just get released, like, 2 weeks ago, bro? What the hell happened? Like, what do you mean it's been 3 months already? But yeah, overall, I hope only for the best for Stella Sora. I really do, because I love the game. I love the story so far. I love the characters, even if I don't like have a top 1 favorite of the playable ones, right? I'd appreciate now buffing damage reduction after 95 difficulty. Keep high damage dealt for boss in player. Yeah, I would. Yeah, the minus 40% damage is kind of cringe, but it is what it is. I hope they take She out of the game and give Karen. I mean, Karen is in the files identified. We just don't know anything about her, right? Maybe next summer event, maybe something like that. But yeah. Also, but one thing I will talk about is people like this one. The transparency about content and systems is appreciated, but monetization wasn't addressed at all. This is one of the many issues for many players. Let us let know if they have any plans to improve it. This person doesn't play Stella Sora. I'm sorry. This person has a female tyrant But I'm sorry, they don't play Stella Sora. They don't play Stella Sora. I'm sorry. You cannot make me believe this person plays Stella Sora. Let's see the comments. And prospective player for Ananta and Infield. I'm sorry, this person doesn't play Stella Sora. I'm sorry, they don't. Let me see what else are other people talking about. I'm curious how you go about fixing the Shia fallout. Boss Blitz has been a miserable gameplay experience. This is where the boss filters damage to the point of getting next to no score the second half of the fight. What? What? It's a skilling boss. Also, on my experience, Fuyuka is stronger than Shia, but we're really complaining about Shia still? Really? We're still complaining about Shia. I'm sorry, Fuyuka is fucking deleting the boss, okay? I think Shia is fine, okay? I think Fuyuka ultimate build is something you should be more concerned than Shia as of the moment. Okay? Because I think the most concerning part is it's not only that Fuyuka was already strong, probably already close to Shia's status, but it's also that she gets the ultimate damage buff from the boss with itself, right? So, anyone talking about Shia does not deserve to be talking about the meta. And when it comes to the second half of the score, makes no sense. It's not a linear scoring system, right? It's a exponential, right? The higher score you have, the harder it is to get more score. So this person, let me see whoever commented next. If I speak. Okay, good job, Tara. Sick, 78k, but I don't think you should be flexing 78ks. But okay. But yeah, overall, boss split doesn't matter that much, right? At the end of the day, as long as you get top 10% is all you care about for gems wise. So, and then even if you only get top 20, that's only 100. If you're free to play, Stella Sora is pretty fair. Yeah, I'm free to play. I have every character in one of my accounts, except Chitose, and like, I'm chilling. Also, 100%, the initial wave, but the initial wave was made by content creators with an agenda to push, right? I feel like that's different. It's just that anyone still having the same criticisms from the launch of the game right now clearly shows they haven't been playing Stella Sora or interacting with any of the content. Because if you're complaining about how the game being too easy, put them playing a Summit Showdown with 120 plus difficulty. Or if they're complaining about currency, they have not been playing because I've gotten every character plus duplicates plus discs fully free to play. Complaining about story, well, they didn't read the story obviously because the story is pretty decent. Like, the only points of complaint right now that I have, and I made a quote tweet about this, right? I made a quote tweet about this, where I only have minor issues that can easily be fixed, to be honest. And that's it. Everything about the game elsewise is like kind of whatever, and I can tolerate it, right? And I said summon scaling is not working. Still from launch, or at least being clarified, would have been nice to be fixed. EN live streams not being a real thing, and translations being consistent, where they even change the name of potentials after a patch of them being fully the name. For example, Blast Chase used to be Blast Pursuit, and for some reason they changed that. And they also changed another few set of names, right? And that makes it so that I probably will end up having to update my old guides just to have the newest names. But then you also have like other stuff, right? I'm not saying like everything is perfect, right? You have materials for discs being a fucking pain in the ass, right? Even with commissions, right? It's still a bit of an annoyance. Skill level materials, not the weekly ones, but the cartridges are a bit of annoying to get, right? And that's about it. 300 currency. I was talking about how people are still talking. If you go check them. I'll go through this one. You'll see that some people are still talking about how the monetization being 300 is bad. Let me see. I saw one person talk about this. Where is it? Like, this person does not play the game. The economy on this game remains a problem. No. Disc materials. That's what I'm talking about, Igor. Yeah, disc EXP. Like, disc EXP is the hardest thing to get in the game at the moment. That's why I don't level my discs to 90. I have them at 80. Because the amount of stamina to get level 90 is just not worth it. Let me see. Where is it? There you go. Like, people still talking about the 300 to 150. That's not a thing. That's not an issue. Like this person. This is a great game, to be honest, but the one thing that some players avoid is the gacha currency being way too high. But the rewards and the events and logins are not enough to guarantee you a limited 5-star. This game has potential, but either make gacha 10 pulls to 1500 or lower the pity to 100. This person doesn't play the game. Right? This person just doesn't play the game. I almost, like, one of my accounts that just pulled for Nazuka has already 20k currency. What are we talking about? And I got Snowish Ladu. And that account has pulled back to back to back to back to back. What are we talking about? Right? The game has clearly, like, made it so that you have just, like, even if you have to skip a banner or two, that's not that crazy. We're getting characters every month or so, right? That's not bad. Like, getting a character every other banner, if you're saving it properly, not just pulling randomly, it's not bad. Like, look at me on Genshin, dude. I did like 100 and something pulls to get Duran on one of my side accounts, and I didn't get him. A lot was a bit of luck, but still skipping one banner as you for the next one. Exactly, but but I think luck, it has to be something that we need to talk about, because it is a 2% for a 5-star, while other games have 0.6 and 0.4s, right? So I think that's still something to mention. Like, it's almost 4 times the normal rate of other gacha games, even if it's a 50-50. I got it on 30 pulls on that account, so I can't talk much. But yeah, again, the game is doing amazingly, more than what I could have expected. I'll be honest, I fully thought they would be extra stingy with their currency, but they're not. The events are getting better, the rewards are getting better. The free 5-star discs that they're giving are also pretty good, right? The only issues is cartridges, disc EXP, some broken like translations, and some like broken scalings that they haven't really fixed. And of course, you have emblems being the cringest shit possible. But that's, again, that's RNG gearing. That's almost every other gacha game, right? They can make it better, and I hope they do. But yeah, gifts. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really mess around with too much with gifts. I kind of just give them randomly to do my weeklies or my dailies. I heard this was an Arknights stream. It is. I have it here open. I'm just talking about this update. Do not worry, it is a Arknights stream. I'm just fully talking about this because I think it's somewhat important to talk about, right? But yeah, again, we'll see in 2026 if they can keep it up with the content. They already have characters planned for the entire 2026 according to leaks. So, we'll see. Like, lack of characters should not be an issue. I just hope they keep up with the story. They keep up with the good events, the good rewards. But we'll see. Man, Twitter should be Twitch category. Yeah, it's called Just Chatting. But yeah, I'll drop Twitter now. Don't worry. We'll go into Arknights. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about a bit about that. We'll get more into that when it comes to the Stella Sora section of the stream. But yeah, we'll see how they treat 2026. Auto mode not cost tickets, they'll never do that. There would be no reason to play Ascension. Unless they make a difficulty that you can't use the auto tickets. If they do that, then sure, that makes sense. But if they don't do that, then they won't ever deal with that. Also, one thing is, today's stream is gonna be Arknights EPs. So it's gonna be, it's playing for both YouTube and Twitch. Oh yeah, one thing that I did do, where I need to add it here. Where is she? I got the medic skin. You know what it cost me doing the challenge modes of episodes 0, 1, and 2? I hadn't done those, so I was like, yeah, you know what? I might as well do them for the rewards. You know? Might as well. Also, I have no audio in game. Why? Listen, I'll get it eventually. Oh. I mean, we can do chapter 8 today before IS if y'all prefer that. We can do that. Do I have? No, I don't have a ticket yet. Okay. I mean, we can mess around with that. Another thing you can't wait. Another thing you can't complain is that y'all were complaining. Oh, Raikon is a fake GG fan. Raikon is a fake GG fan. Fuck you. I have the module now. It's the second one, but I do have it now. The other one I'll be able to unlock soon anyways as well. Boo, get both mods? I'm literally, this is literally me working for the both mods right now. I have to progress through chapter 8. And I will be reading because my voice doesn't hurt anymore. I will not be voice acting it though. Back when I first, let me load. No, it's actually fine for y'all, it's just loud for me. Back when I first became infected, my mind wasn't clear on anything. I knew Kashi wanted to use me to do so much, but I was always afraid. What was it that he wanted me to do? Had he planned some kind of trick? One to destroy in a blink of an eye the network of infected I'd spent so much time setting up? Or had he planned to let me divide the infected? Let them drift into two camps, the Arknights and the settlers? Or even the more frightening scenario, perhaps he'd planned for the infected to become a new army and for Ursus to be plunged into war once more. No, I'm not doing cat voice. No. I could only speculate. He hung over my head like a murky specter, impossible to chase off, but I could only move onward. One of the Yetis, apparently called Petrova, used cysty milk yesterday to stir fry oil seeds. A strange recipe for sure, the taste was pretty interesting. The comments were way more nice in Stella Sora GP compared to Global and Twitter. Well, that's because Global is still has some infected, like brain rotted individuals that still believe it than what people were talking about on launch. So it will take some time, but eventually, I feel like it will change. Oh, that I remember that. Oh, I remember that. The time's gone so fast. It's been 2 whole years. Are the stories the fighters pass around true then? You really fought with her? From the sound of it, you both blew the entire city in ruins into oblivion. I would ask you to do the femboy voice, but you're already doing it.
Gao. Gao.
Hi, Echo. Good, we stuck reading until 2027. I'll read fast, don't worry. It wasn't that dramatic. Rumors always get more outlandish as time goes on. All I did was melt her originalized crystals. The Shinka, no running around, you'll slip. Look at them, just free to live. So nice. The duty of mine. I never imagined you'd volunteer to teach the children. I get along better with the children than I do with Ursus. What was that about melting just now? Rosnova's original ice crystals. A sort of arts device that her squad used, by my guess. That's something. I'm sure Frostnova didn't like it. Nope. I took a single breath and she froze off in my body. And when I finally snapped out of it, she was already charging me, going for the neck with an ice blade. I blocked it and I blocked it, took in the hissing sound, and the sword tasted frost for the first time in all its years. It was probably a first for her, too. Melting someone who could chip her blade. Oh, you're pretty happy to talk about this. Are you proud of it, maybe? Not really. Yeah, maybe you're right. That child, the one hiding behind the wood fence. What's her name? Lyubov. That's enough spying on us, Yuba. I'll read a story for you all next period. That's right. A story about an old ghost in the Great Forest. A scary story. Could you help me bring some wood shavings? Put them in a basket, thank you. Lena, you know it's Frostnova we're talking about. Her name spread among the casters of the Northwestern Thunder long before mine ever did. Thought you didn't like when people spoke your name. If anyone ever uses it to threaten, then of course I won't be happy, but if hearing my name makes them want to challenge me, then that's not too shabby. Also, okay, what the hell happened between this Tallulah and the current Tallulah, bruh? Nothing like you. I didn't think Frostnova ever gives the challenges the time of the day. Think about it that way, you really stuck to the fire, didn't you? She's the top of the infected casters, the top squad commander, and the strongest of the infected warriors to boot. Don't misunderstand, it's not like that's what I aim for. Plenty of people think you resemble each other in places though. Some of the children say they want to be like Frostnova, and some of them say they want to be a hero like you. Time out now, that's a word I'm not happy with. How about you, Alina? What do you think? No two people are alike in my eyes. Figured you'd say something like that. Truth to be told, I don't really know what Frostnova's life was like as a child. She's been brought up well, it's probably alright. But don't let any child experience the things I did. You've been brought up well too. I don't want to talk about it. Well, none of us know the better things the world has in store for them, nor whether those things will even be more absurd than what we have already seen. Well, that's depressing. It's also the reason I wanted to be a teacher. My teacher wasn't anything like you for sure. I get what you mean now. You're saying maybe Frostnova also had, well, who knows? No two infected live identical lives. Well, to wrap up, I never slacked on practicing technique again after my dispute with Frostnova. Not just arts, my swordsmanship too. Like hell she'll ever best me again into either. I know you in her font. What about after that? It took until her anger abated before she told me she wasn't the one responsible. Then that only leaves one person who could have been. You're right on the mark, yes. It wasn't too long after our scuffle finished that out from another end of the city came a person. Is remembering a damaged effort? I should say that the first impression was too shocking. I'm struggling to find the words for you. The broad midday light spilled over his body, but couldn't melt away the blackest tar. I was in the middle of telling Frostnova about my project. I'd gotten up to where I was in contact with the infected in the cities. I wanted to assemble the funds to construct or seek a small-scale nomadic city, and invited them to join the project. I saw his shadow and I couldn't keep speaking. What stopped you? I'm not that confident of myself. Not that confident? I've never seen you short of confidence before. I mean, this was Patriot. You couldn't talk him over? I still haven't to this day. You already know all the rest. After Frostnova and I had our friendly discussion, our group was successfully joined up with the guerrillas. Good for us. All else aside, after hearing you could go with the guerrillas, plenty of our infected were happy beyond belief. These last 2 years have been better to us than before. You made a good choice. You're finally in the right, Tallulah. I mean, the way I see it, the guerrillas definitely didn't care about me or the other infected fighters. They couldn't just ignore the rest of the infected traveling with us. Then that's even less reason to be down about it. You thought the same way after all. No, I didn't read this. But it's been 2 years. The situation hasn't made any headway at all. Think about it this way, Tallulah. From what moment did you start feeling Patreon didn't approve you? Over a year ago. Not long after we joined with the guerrillas all the way up until now. Not happening. We don't even know how many more infected are on the tundra under Ursus' wretched rule. It's still early yet to be talking about guerrillas about the infected in the cities. We're not intending to abandon the tundra's infected. Why would I have brought them with me otherwise? Sooner or later will come the day we return. The objective is to have Ursus, no, the entire world infected, to come together. We may be in differing places, but our lack of resignation to our circumstances is one and the same, indistinguishable. A friend of mine in a certain city calls this kind of behavior reunion. He calls on the infected to come together, naming it the reunion movement, revolving around one identical belief, protesting against the Ursus cruel rule over the infected. And we should get the chance to protest the Ursus soldiers on the tundra about the exploitation of the mines. But I can't say I'd make them turn it over a new leaf. Hell, forget the common people for a moment. Talk about the soldiers. The Ursus army wouldn't let a single one of us go. If you want to go to the south and to protest, we should go save ourselves the trouble and find a division to kill us. Ursus is not a single-minded entity. This is our chance. What the reunion movement aims to do is pass on the belief. But I see even more opportunities in it. We have our own signal to send. What signal? You are not alone. You know better than I do to say... You know better than I do that staying on the tundra is a life of attrition, eating away at our strength. We need to go beyond it. Don't decide on this stuff. You're still not willing to decide it. If the price of leaving is death, then my life never had much use outside of taking down a Ursus soldier or two. But what about the people around us? Hell, you even gotten brothers or sisters by your side. I'm not gonna let them mine throw away their lives. But I think the other part's right. Which part? Telling the infected they're not alone. We spend too much time on one thing, here on the tundra, thinking friends, but linking up with the city infected? Guess people from the big cities really do like to dream a little bigger. I don't really need you mocking me yet, Frostnova. I'm not mocking you. You're so strong. You've taken all the way. You've taken of all of them a long, long way, just like us. But it's a dream. Going south, trust me. The guerrilla force grows, but we're infected. We don't have many years left, and your alliance would need plenty of years at least. That's precisely why. That? Hello, Bedrockus team. Ah, Mr. Pedro. Pedro sits down by the bonfire. Like Talo simulated over and over in her mind. Pedro simply sits down, wordless, and gazes into the fire. You're good. Keep going. It's precisely because we don't have many years left. The south has fields of bumper crops, suitable temperatures, 4 seasons to tell apart, and all sorts of fresh food. Resources, education, prospects, and a future. Future? Or something, there's every likelihood I know what you're thinking. What I'm thinking is written on my face. I don't know anything you'd call a future. We may not have much time left at all. There's only so many places they'd let us set a foot. But the infected should have a future. For the future infected, for those who come after us. First of all, we'll find the infected a home. Somewhere Ursus and the infected patrol unit won't disturb. Somewhere where the Ursus army can't surround. And you know for sure... I don't know, every time I read I yawn. Taking the infected with us would get in the way of the guerrillas' operations, but we won't abandon them. It will be a seriously difficult path. At the very least, what hopes we bring about before we die can be left to others. And if we overthrow the Ursus present system over the infected, everything will change. We're on thin ground. If you weren't an infected, would you shake my hand? We start from a handshake in that case. What you're saying is probably, that, where are you going? I've had enough. Sir, hey, don't mind it too much. He was probably just thinking it over. He's been thinking it over for ages, I think, if so. It's been 2 years and the only conversations we ever had been about team composition and following plans. He's never asked me once about anything to do with the project. Hell, no matter if he's ridiculing you or opposing you, not that I think he's the type to ridicule other people, you're still gonna wait forever, am I right or not? If we want to leave the Tundra, we need the power of the guerrillas. I'll keep at it. Because he's the hope of the Tundra's infected? But he didn't say things like that. I mean, you don't say things like that, do you? I just want to know what your thought process is like. Think it's because he's a symbol of the Tundra's infected unite behind. A symbol with no way of passing on to the next generation. What EP is this? Oh. Babble. I'm assuming. Get up. How long are you planning to stay there? Give me a chill, you goddamn white rabbit. I don't care how thick-finned you are. Don't tell me this cold front is too much for you. You sure wouldn't say that when I ice these Ursus weapons. Brother, sisters, withdraw. Let them fall. Draw out the mine guards. Just hold on until the shield guards can support us. Don't lose hope. Face, pick it up. Faster. The guerrillas are in place to get the mine guards double teamed. How do you figure? Wait. The stranger rigid ornaments. Did the gorilla wrench us? Those were set up for my father. The Ursus army isn't pursuing us anymore. Seems like they are not really a fan of what those entail. Wait, are those some kind of sarcasm thing? Sarcasm ceremony. These two are the best we could make with what we had on hand. Wait, is Patriot here? You said it yourself. You're expecting our team to be surprise attacked, and if we wanted to annihilate their whole company, of course it would come up short if we only relied on our squad. They're already beginning to rout. Have you ever seen my father in battle before, Taldo? It's him. It's him. Why did no one say he was here? Retreat! Retreat! Just forget them! Forget them! Wait! Hold on. He's coming from the rear? Then what? All of this in front of us? Hello? Hello? Say something! Say something! He has a GPU fan in the middle of his chest. Sorry, I'll shut up. Until those local troops let loose their violence upon him, the Sarkas who towered over all the others make no move, nor does he make a sound. Yet Tala hears, laced through the north wind of the thunder, something not unlike cries, the shudders of the world itself, its wickedness cowering back, step after step before the Wendigo. Patriot stands fast, and casts toward the tundra a long halberd. And in the gloom of a sky that only knows how to devour all life, suddenly a chasm is cut. Woo! Gameplay! Need a script of mining 24/7 and even when fighting Ursus soldiers? True. This is just explaining the altars. I know the altars. I know the altars. Is this a bit overkill for a low chapter? Maybe. Just a bit, perhaps. A likely chance of that being the truth. There's a small likelihood of it being overkill. Just a small one. Wowee! What real overkill looks like? Do you think I'll delete the boss? Thank you for your assistance, Mr. Talula. No, that's not your name. You want to leave the tundra, you'll be crushed under the armor reverses. Why right now? Didn't we already? The shield guards have gone to collect resources. Take the squad, order them all to move. Alright. You and your project will get everyone killed. Paula realizes this is the first time the giant before her has personally issued his opinion. Even if that opinion is no shock, it still shakes her to the bone. And the northwestern tundra can't keep us alive forever. The larger our group grows, the more food and energy supplies we'll need. And the villages that revile us far outnumber the one that support us. One season of most swats each year. Even if we pitch in for the tilling, how much would that be in the harvest in the end? Will our fields be destroyed by the patrol unit? The girls can easily dispose them, but the other infected can't. You are hastening their deaths. Our only choice is to leave the tundra, not for Sami and not for the barons. We'll head east and head south. Head for warmer places. Sami mentioned? No way. How will you survive? How you will all allow us all so numerous to survive? The Guru saves people. The Guru sacrifice none but ourselves. Only warriors sacrifice themselves. But they're infected in every city and their surroundings, and so many more that are on the tundra. You permanently protect the north, detesting all the infected of the north endure. So you have had little chance to understand the kind of life the infected of the south have. Do they live well? They live miserably. You want to absorb them. I intend to unite with them. When the Empire turns its gaze to the infected, you'll bear the brunt. I don't want them to unite by my side, no. I want them to unite under one encompassing philosophy. Philosophy? The infected are taken as sawdust on the tundra, as flags in the mine, as warnings in the villages, as unknown fuel to the cities. The tundra infected are certainly not ignorant or nor foolish. We not cradle fantasy. All philosophies are fantasy before they are put into practice. On the tundra, there are still mines, patrol forces, foolish and lackadaisical guards. We have places to obtain our resources. The resources throughout this icy tundra will sooner or later be exhausted, because we have no method of extracting our own. We have no enduringly mobile nomadic city, no specially qualified catastrophe messengers. Go to the city and we have nothing at all. We'll earn new friends. Who are your friends? I'll recognize your project as merit to it, but at the same time it's also nothing special. How many strategies that have died frustrated on the tundra? You speak of it and I see no reason it could be done, nor on what it would be realized. Why could the last emperor make the land tremble? Because they held fast to it. Never talking of any old or far-flung vision, he only walked in steps, which you cannot do. Sir, you say I may be crushed by the armor reverses and I concede that. They will sooner or later turn their attention to us here. There will always come a day when they will catch us. No one will escape it. Let them come? Is that how you approach it, sir? That the tundra would prepare you better for a battle. You are seeking a new battlefield? I'm looking for a chance to win. As far as so many more infected are concerned, that's hope. But to fighters like you and me, that's crossroads. The only crossroads where we can break from our intrinsic strategy. To wander the tundra, in the end, is still nothing more than a slow death. Much like the little life we have left as infected, I need to repeat this point, over and over, because we are fully aware of it. Perhaps my daughter is convinced by you, but I'll not be convinced by someone who has never lost hope in the truest sense, who has only ever spouted an empty miscellany of armchair strategies. Hello, where are you going? I'm fine. I'm going to check if there are survivors in the mines. The guerrillas already have set out, and the village is starting to move too. The army isn't following our tracks either. What's up with you? Just a normal cough. Yeah, spoilers, not a normal cough. Second. A rustling sound. Is somebody there? I know you're all here. You're not with the army. You haven't even broken a twig with your steps. I mean, you no harm. If you're not infected, I'll leave you be unless you need assistance. Don't come any closer. Don't move. If you do, I'll shoot. That's not ideal. Ah. Oh. You too. She's infected, Sasha. My arts can drive infected away. Can't use your arts. Sasha, Get out of here already. We're just getting these things from the mines. We don't want to kill anyone. I'll shoot, you'll die. Sasha, when you say that. How long have you gone without eating? Why do you care? Rip bozo. We're in the vicinity of militarized mine. You wouldn't dare light a fire. The way you shake makes me think of wheat being sifted. Don't be scared. Ella grasps the branch with one hand. Softly, gently, she hands this branch to the two children, and within it, a small spark dances out. You. It's warmer now, isn't it? That's right, I really am infected. That's how it happened. That's how you found Sasha and Eno. They were never willing to talk about the past. We never found them, they will suddenly passed away. Perhaps ever since Patriot refuted me, it was one bit of good I'd done. So what happened today then? I was careless with my arms during training. First Nova's cloak was hung up nearby and they spread to it. Now she's out for my life. And you promised you'd help us sew it back up? To tell the truth, Alina. Oh, whatever, give it to me. Knowing you, I'm scared you'd sew yourself to it. Don't you want to join our group? If you have a gift with your gift with words, there's a decently better chance I'll take Patriot over. Told you before, Tala. My arts would be useless with guerrillas. I can stand the blood, but I don't want to initiate to harm people myself. You'll be facing much more than just the infected patrol unit soon enough. I suppose if I had dragged you along, I'd been bothering you too much. You put it that way on purpose, didn't you? No, I don't remember wrong now. It was I who wanted to go with you. And up to now, it's been for one reason. Hell, I feel like there's every chance you'd forget. Forget what? Forget just what it is you want to do. I've been striving all this time for the future of the infected. That's not what you said back at the very start. Hella, we all know people can change. If bit by bit we check ourselves clean of all the things we preserved with, or if we replace them with something new, then there's a certain point where we realize we just haven't preserved anything, right? In a constant battle with things changing all the time, it's only natural I'd alter my policy if rigor sets into our thinking. It could very well make us weaker. And where's that stubborn part of you go? Do you want to prove the infected are just like normal people? Or do you just want to prove that normal people are just like the infected? The difference. If there's only infected, then who's even a normal person? Would we want all people to catch Euripide, or to cut ourselves completely from the normal people? But if there's only normal people, no infected, then the people caught Euripide would be normal people underneath. Normal people who haven't. Elders are just normal people. Ancients are just normal people. Villagers who all know each other are normal people. And whoever's living in the city should be normal people all the same. Pella, do you want to return to your family? You are all my family. No, we aren't. If we cleared all this Euripide of our skin, would we be able to go back home? You and I are of mind of this. We couldn't. The tundra, our lives have completely changed us. The infected already have no way to returning to their former lives. Pella, do you feel proud of... Dilius, right! Thank you so much for the raid. What is up today? Everyone's raiding me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope you had a fantastic stream. Hello, everyone. My name is Raikon, or Raikonnect, whichever way you prefer. I am currently reading through Chapter 8 of Arknights. First time reading through it because I am taking my sweet time with all of this good old yapping that I've been doing. But hello, hope you had a fantastic stream, Ray. Indeed, indeed. Although I am slightly overkilling on the characters that I do have, so ignore the gameplay part. I see that you were playing Oxygen not included. I hope you had an amazing time with that. It's a super fun game. I haven't seen any gameplay of it ever since Markiplier though, but I hope it's been a fun gameplay playthrough of it. But welcome in everyone.
Boring.
That scares me.
Is there anything else more interesting?
Thank you so much for the follow, Dark Revival. Thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy your stay. Indeed, I am very small when it comes to follower size, but do not worry. I am very tall and very muscly and very strong. So you need not worry about that part.
Boring.
Right. Thank you so much for the follow as well. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Interesting to do?
I get very easily scared. These are all lies. What do you mean? I'm at a very high height of 5'6", basically 5'7". I'm built like Metro Man. very strong, very muscly, very tall. Like, I don't know how I would be, how those would be lies. Small? What do you mean? Very tall. Like 5'6", basically 5'7". Like, that's super tall. You know, like, I'm up there. It's hard to get through doors because of how tall and like strong I am. You know? Like, I have to break off the hinges sometimes because, you know, I'm just so muscly and so tall. You know? Less than 6'3". Okay, Goliath. My fault. My fault. My fault, Goliath. I'm just David over here, apparently. Hello, you. My fault. I'll shut up now. My David looking ass will stay down. How's the story been, by the way? I've been taking my sweet time. I started in March and I'm still only here. I'm interested. So when it comes to the story, I'm interested in how Talala became a bit like a little cuckoo, a little Dalulu. You know, just a little bit. I'm a little interested in that part because she seems reasonable so far on this chapter, but then we cut off to present days and she's kind of Dalulu. You know, maybe she sniffed her fire a bit too much. You know, and that's why she's a little crazy. But overall, we'll see. Maybe something happens to Alina. You know, and she just goes, "Oop, I'm actually crazy now, and I actually want to murder everyone." You know, Taxes did it. Yeah, I could see Taxes doing that. Do you know the Metro Man meme with a butt plug? I don't think so. Oh, never mind. I do know it. The fucking YouTube short thing. When he is fighting us, whatchamacallit. I do know it. It was separated in a corner of my mind and waiting to be reminded. But yeah, okay, let's see. Let's continue here. Tell, do you feel proud of yourself for being infected now? Why would you ask? Because you can cast ours without a staff. Because our lives are so fleetingly short. Because even though we've gone through so much hardship, we can still persevere and live on. What reason would you choose? I don't need to choose any, Adelina. I'm just proud to be infected. Because this world still hasn't killed me yet. And for that matter, we don't need anything to cause us to pursue fairness. We should have just been pursuing fairness in the first place. That's why. If the world won't give it, we'll just have to take it from them. Then you really are brave. You're not laughing at me, are you? Of course not. How could I? Well, I feel they're all brave, too. All the people struggling against fate that has been forced on us. Then I'm sure you feel... feel what? That our fates are just rotten. Well, obviously. I don't feel that way, Talula. That's another of your ironic remarks. But yeah, I was gonna do some Arknights myself, but I decided against it since I knew I was gonna get dragged away before my usual stream in time because people want me to be a functional gal. I mean, respectable. It's respectable. Like keeping it to a schedule. You're better than me. Me keeping a schedule? I can't even keep a sleep schedule, much less a stream schedule consistent. So one day I'll start at 11 AM and other days I'll start at 3 PM and sometimes I'll even start at 7 PM. Who knows what I'm cooking? You know, never let them, like, always keep the enemies guessing. The enemies in this case being my chatters that always clown on me for having no schedule. I can show you I'm no better. A soldier against sleep, I see. Welcome to the gang. It's another of your ironic remarks, Selena. No, what I mean is the fact that I can sit here, talking with you, knowing we have our guards outside the village protecting us. Fate has already been kind to me. Don't say that. Fate's a jealous one. Telling about those things is just tempting it to take them away. And I don't believe in fate, Talala. Because you can change it. Because I can't see it. Your multiple normal people are getting outnumbered? Okay, if you're in my chat, I'm sorry, but you're not normal. First of all, we're playing gacha games. Second of all, you're watching me. You know? You're talking in my chat. Like, you're automatically branded as, like, not normal. But that's not mean, that doesn't mean it's bad. I'm just saying it is. What did you come back to lies? There is no lies being said. Who needs to be normal anyways? True. Normal means you're not special. So if everyone's normal, no one is. Kind of deal. No. I'm pretty sure I fucked that one up. But you know, yeah. You're 100% normal. Are we talking about the same person here? Like, you got something common? Sleep is for the weekend after all? Yeah, until I get hit with a fucking punch of drowsiness midstream and I'm like... I'm God's eepiest soldier, but never allowed to eep. You're normal? Holy shit, it's... New word obtained, the normal. The opposite of normal. Anomaly life for the win is true. Sounds like you can make a religion out of this. Wait, no, don't. Oh, what you can see and what you can touch, those I think you can rely on. I can see the cloak I'm holding in my left hand. I can see the candlelight. I can see the needle I'm holding in my right. I can see the infected children's smiles, and I can see the white smoke of vegetables roasting fragrantly, wafting through the air. I can see the snow melting. I can see the 2 moons dancing spry in the clear night sky. Wait, there's 2 moons? I feel like I should have known this by now, but there's 2 moons? Since when? Chat, am I dumb? Did I miss this information from before? I don't remember ever 2 moons being mentioned. And then there's people who can't even see these. Mormon, the only religion where Messiah is slander, not worship. I do be getting slandered, but I wouldn't call myself a Messiah. I only bring ruin. Well, if there's a day that I came to left you, we all left you, would you still be able to fight on? What do you mean? It could always happen. If that time came, would you still feel it was worth it to stand against fate? Would you possibly think this is just too much? I just can't do anything anymore. If Patriots taught me anything, then one lesson comes to mind from long ago, that is. I wouldn't bow my head. It sneers at me. I'll be certain to burn it to ash. You know, you have a lovely day and amazing stream. I'll go consume an inordinate amount of vodka and pass out. Hope to catch you next stream. This is your stream next time. Good luck with the vodka. I'll be following on your steps, but not with vodka. I'm still undecided between wine or Gacha in a few hours as well. But good luck. See you next year, Ray. And thank you once again for the raid. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 07, soldier. Good luck. Best way to skip New Year entirely. I don't have vodka. I have gin. I have Gacha. I have wine. I had Firewater, I think it's the name of it. You're just gonna goon after the stream? No, I have no reason to. I don't even have beer. Well, but beer is ass. Tastes like piss. Not like I would know what piss tastes like, but what beer what I imagine beer tastes like is the same as piss. I have never enjoyed beer. It tastes like ass. You gonna be drunk until next year? That's a valid thing to do. So you're gooning right now then? Why would I be gooning right now? Waste of time. I can't multitask that efficiently. Can't confirm beer is too weak. No, it's not even that if it's too weak or not. It just it doesn't taste good. I don't like the flavor at all. You're a blockhead, Tala. That or you're getting old. Hey, only old people get to say that stuff without coming off as naive. Because if someone got an old as old gets, and it still keeps that outlook all the way, it just means they've gone through far, far too much to the point the world left its bitter vestiges on their body, allowing them no rest in the passing of the reminder of their life. Another evidence that Raikon is actually a small fanboy. Listen, just because I like sweet and colorful drink doesn't make me a fanboy. It just makes me based. And also, it keeps me from being a fucking drunkard because those drinks are always the most expensive ones. And I'm too broke to afford them. Yeah, exactly, right? Listen, I like myself a few colorful cocktails with sweet tastes. Okay? But not too sweet. Ginger, for example, too much for me. I can't fully drink it. But you know. Wizard that was introduced especially to people who play Arknights with one hand. Many characters, to be honest, were for that. Next line. They're living in the desert of the past, and if it were me, I wouldn't even have the courage to take the first step. If I were that old and had that much arrogance, I'd be taking the events of the past and stabbing myself with them. Every single step I took. I can't even imagine. Stuck in the sands of memory of all the past. How does a person even know they're still moving forwards? And what kind of resilient spirit does it take to let them make a new first step, unlike they have made any before? I feel like you've been hinting at someone this entire time. As I have said, I know... wait, sorry, let me repeat that. I said I know a lot of what he's done. But I still truthfully don't know Mr. Patriot at all. I've never spoke a single word to him. If you say that's him, well, why not? Let it be him. Mr. Patriot, you're fast to substitute. Unlike all the old-aged warriors, young people can much easily forget things. Give up on things and forgive themselves. So, you feel like I'm only fighting for all the things I can see. Or maybe you're telling me that might not be right. Compared to the things you've told me back when we left the village, it's just too shallow. In just these short years, you have already become an outstanding leader. But it's not entirely a good thing for you. You can't let yourself stop here, can you? If righteousness can only be upheld by greater and greater violence, can it be called righteousness still? Those words have rolled in around my head for years and years now. For so many years, I've been constantly thinking it over. I probably haven't gotten it straight yet, but I've been thinking it over and over. Alright then. Let's show faith and making stands and all those other words we were talking about out the window. What is it you want to teach us today, Professor Alina? Hey, are you that flippant with Frost Nova too? Don't joke about that. Frost Nova would freeze both our mouths shut. Taking you for example, Talula, you wouldn't fight just to defeat what enemies you see, right? The patrol unit, the mine overseers, the drafted soldiers following your trail, the Ursus Minister of Medicine. If you defeated all of these, would we be victorious? Since all of these are awful things, and so we need to defeat them? Professor Alina wants me to battle things I can't see. How would I defeat them then? With things you can promise. Warmth, food, bedding. These are all things you should be able to touch on someday or another. Think things unlike those. This battle of ours probably won't bear results. Likely we have no way to win. I'm already not making fun of making promises. Things that's too far away are near as good as me as playing tricks. If we can never win, then should we still fight? Haven't I asked you before? When that time comes, would you still feel this fate is worth you making a stand against it? Once this is all over, you won't even be able to make as much as you see your enemies. And you share those enemies with all the people who can't see a future. And then, when's the true battle really just begun? You mentioned that spirit, those enemies, those things that carve into ours and into the Ursus people's bones. The Emperor? The Emperor is just one form of it. As long as people won't lay down their blades, this conflict will never end. I don't quite agree. People are taking... Oh, give me a second. I swear, this always happens when I try to fucking stream the story. Well, Chad, we have half an hour. I don't quite agree. People taking up their blades to fend off what causes them strife is just the thing to do. You're not wrong. Honestly, this conflict is the sort that will never end in my eyes. Thanks to Mr. Patriot's blessing, I've read no small amount of Litanian and Victoria books. I very much like what this one person said. Our war is a war against the ego. It's true, Talo. As you will never lay down this sword in your grips, so you'll never lay down the needle in your grasp. That wraps our lesson for today. There's almost nothing left I can teach you. The children should be studying now. There's some knowledge they should have by tomorrow. No, sadly, 30 minutes until I have to take care of children that are not my own. Khaled, Kashi wanted you to be a sage, but people all make mistakes. When you fall over, you climb back up. If he won't let you fall over, then all you can do is be a little bit careful about things. Same as when you're confronting Patriot. In all honesty, I don't see him and you as two different kinds of people. You both already believe too strongly in your own ways. I can't let any of those. I can't let those any of those lively little creatures go around saying things you're right, and he's wrong. Thank you, Yostar, for the wonderful translation there, giving me a stroke when reading. No, Alina, I can't go do something I don't believe in myself. That's true. Another of the traits of which Kachi bound you, exploited you. You're just saying there's no way I can wipe him out, right? It's sort of an idea. After all, we probably don't have much chance of wiping out an idea. But I'm still just that bit confident. Oh, woo! Happy New Year! Woo! Woo! Happy New Year to Ladia! Woo! Woo! So, what's the future like? Do I become rich? We're still by your side, and when that time comes, we'll definitely be able to pull you back. It doesn't matter what kind of arts Kashi had. We'll definitely have a way of breaking them down. There's always something we can do. And in this battle, we'll start from words and language. Start from the next moment. Start from official expression. And we'll start it from now on. Yeah, Lottie is 1 year ahead of us. She knows everything. She knows fate. We need to question her. You'll know what mushrooms are safe to eat, how to raise livestock, how to get better a little sooner if you catch a cold. We'll try, and try not to lose. And I believe in you. You'll have the chance to talk Patriot over. I'll just force myself to take that as encouragement. I'm done suing. You can give it to her. I can tell she really cherishes this cloak. Looks like one the army made. It's 3 layers inside, 3 layers outside. Makes it seem really big. It's probably an army cloak, that or it's... out of all the reasons Mr. Patriot keeps fighting, you may have just found one of them. Thank you, Alina. Wait, what is it? I'm about to prepare tomorrow's lesson. It's a drawing lesson, so they're all looking forward to it. I'll bring back 2 brushes for you next time. I mean, what I want to say is... What I want to ask is... Do you really not want to get to know Frostnova and the others? The fighters all know we have a good few infected teachers. It's just that you've been keeping yourself tucked away all... Not right now, Talwa. Once the infected common ideal of yours becomes reality, we naturally come to know each other then. Also, these 2 should kiss. And besides, we're all fighters. Just on different battlefields. We all know all about each other sooner or later, won't we? You're right, Alina. Infected fighter, Alina. Alina, Talwa, kiss. With enough effort, drops of water can pierce through stone. Everything you've experienced will coalesce into the truth and spread across this land. Ruination, long awaited. Transmission went through. Captain, do you copy? I'm here. It's me. What's your status? Most of us are fine. We're trapped under this building at the moment, but we found an access latch. We'll regroup with you if we find another exit. We disable the restart function. Rest assured, you got a very defensible position. Make your way here and you won't have to worry about getting caught flat-footed. But bluish silver she's... No, responses, wait. Focus on the mission, don't come for us. You promised us before we set out. But keep your promise. We wanted to follow you into Chernobog without it. Remember our talk when we joined your team? Listen to me, Responses. We talked about how the lead operators in the teams are all different. You can do so much. Your arts are so strong and there's nothing much we can do for you in a fight. When you can't handle the burden, we'll share it with you. Just like Amiya and the other lead operators. But you're my team. Calm down. Bluish Silver's last wish. But that we help you grow as a warrior. Not a soldier, not a weapon. Captain, you get your job done. We'll make it out of here safe. Listen, Rosmantis, this might be hard to do, but it's what Bluish Silver would want. You're not just an elite operator. You are Rosmantis. We all love you. It's just your team. But Rose Island's in the infected. Everyone who hates loss and destruction, we all love you. So, Captain, think about what Rosmantis would do, okay? Over and out. Allow me a hi for us. Don't leave me, please. Come back. We will. They cut the transmission. What's the situation? Oh, Amiya. We lost one member of the engineering team, but the rest are safe for now. Montes, we'll need a little more firepower. The guerrilla mortar team needs supplies. We'll ambush them. Are you okay? I mean, after Ace died. What do you think? Oh. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but I want to know. Sorry, I don't want to think too much about it. You want to run away too? No, it's just not the time to face up to it. Tears out for the end, when it's all over. I don't remember the very end. I was thinking that I didn't want to let him, or any of our Rose operators die in vain. Good. Recon operator, tell me where we're going. Where? I'm going. Green is totally out of control. Watch yourself. Because we're their enemy? Because everything is their enemy. Without an enemy to fight, sometimes people make their own. What are you worried about? Vanguard group attack. Defender cat operators, cover them. Roger, hold fast. Don't let them cut off the corridor. No further, too scary. Don't hit pain everywhere. That's an unpleasant infection symptom. More disturbing the infected mood and in lungmen. You want to ask if I worry about Rosmantis, Ami, and their teams? I have to confess, there's no use worrying. We settle on a plan, it all runs on a pre-designed track. If you squeeze onto someone else's rail, you'll end up derailing 2 trains. It doesn't look like he's pushing up. Stay focused. We want to pass through, not wipe them out. Put them in waves. We don't have the capacity to take on an entire battlefield. I'm worried about Amiya. Amiya is a mature leader and an excellent fighter. She knows the team and the operation and our objectives. I won't say anything. No point in saying. Oh, hi, Piff. Elite operator caster? I don't think so. She threw all 7 training segments and passed every test given to her. There were 3 in which she showed particular promise. I have no faith in casters like this, Recalcive. I pride myself on skill with my arts and hope to help others with it. That's not what Rosmantis is. Her original arts are not those that serve to benefit mankind. I want her to fight, but for one consideration. If Rosmantis spent her whole life in the greenhouse, her outburst once reality shatters, her beautiful world would be catastrophic. If you can't do it, I will. Piff! You and Ami have too much faith in the future. One misstep and someone else's future is gone forever. Before we make a judgment like that, we have to at least try. I'm worried about a future that's beyond saving. For now, I'll have her serve as an elite operator. Not in the future, but now. Right now, we teach her, polish her, forge her strength into shape, hold her to the highest standards, and watch her stand firm in the face of catastrophe. Until there is nothing in the world that can shake her. Only then will she be able to will she be free from the terrible fate the Columbia set out for her. Only then can she let her lead her own life. Damn you, Americans! That is my goal. I know you'd say something like that, Calcif, but who's responsible for her? I need you to work with me. I need the all-lead operators on this together. And I promise you, I stake my life on it, we'll see this through. A war cast in warmth and kindness is a much more dangerous form of war. I don't want to speak such horrible cruelties, even if my fears should never come to pass. Ami and Rosmantis are in care of Rose Island herself. And more directly, the elite operators who take responsibility for them. Further, they're the core of the squad's strategy, Dr. Raikon. Trust in them, and you trust in yourself. Elysium! Hey, Hawk! Did you see that? How could I not? Shit, don't give us away. Then why did you ask me? You're the one making noise. I said, shit, you don't want the captain to cheer you out? She can't talk. How would I know if she's chewing me out or if it's just you pretending for her? I wouldn't do that. I know. I mean, enough. I know you want to ask about this stuff. You got all these weapons and armor cases, all this machinery laid out nice. If I was just laying around, I'd say I came up with £1 million Victorian pounds or so. I bet you 2 big ones that are the stuff. I saw goods like this when I was smuggling around Laval. This is brand spanking new. You got the center corpse, but the other units can't have had anything like this anymore than maybe 5 years. You think it makes any sense the reunion could have just looted all this equipment? You mean the guys who go around swinging pipes? I don't think they'd even know how to grease it. What about the guerrillas? They're exorcist army. How long ago did they desert? Those big heavy metal guys would sink if you pushed them into a lake. Even if they managed to bring some logistic units with them all those years ago, they'd probably be dead by now. Think about it. With the stuff they're using now, it's a miracle they can keep their place wiped clean. Let them get their hands on these weapons, I doubt they even know which end to point at the enemy. You're making them sound like a bunch of idiots. Ignorance and idiocy aren't the same thing. Logistics is a skill as much as it is knowledge. The guerrillas aren't dumb, but the odds that they will come across some infected logistics officers eager to run off with them are pretty slim. They made an infected officer from execution. That's a tall order. Look, Seer's number being filed off. Sure, Zeta might do that, but you know who else might? You might do it if you were trying to trick somebody. It wasn't done very clean. Just looking at it, I can tell what kind of file they used. Looks like somebody was short on time. But the most important thing for now, you have to tell them in quick what it's not. It's useful information. I just prefer not too late, Captain. Should you have Radiant tell Amiya's team or go report it directly? You should keep your union and the weird looking guys busy back here? Got it. Wait, we got bogies closing in our position. Mantra, you on it? Just make them forget what they're doing. No need to fabricate some orders or turn them into glittering monitors or whatever. To serve your strength. If you run into a reunion, we'll need you to defuse the situation. Good, be careful. Right. Okay, and it's good to send. Captain here. Your armor is in the core city. Also, I think this was Guard probably that filed the serial numbers. I wouldn't be surprised if Guard did that. That's my main suspicion. It's probably Guard. Like, I may be wrong, I may be right, but I feel like Guard is the most likely candidate. Where's my mouse? I lost my mouse. There you go, it's back. Should have put turns down here, but it's fine. Like, I should actually do like this. Put him there. Then I can put you here. Like, sure, Trago, they won't get much of the buff, but it's fine. bum. Ah. Don't hit me, Choice. What the helly? Also, happy New Year's Eve, huh? My brain. What the helly? But how you doing, Choice? Hope you're having a fantastic day. Hey, alright, boss time. You made your wish list today? What's your wish list? We have been heading south. The guerrillas are hoping to get as many men as possible before the extermination plan gets underway to save as many infected as we can. The garrison is falling back, and we're pushing further and further ahead. To outsiders, it probably looks like we're hunting down the Ursus squads. That cannot be further from the truth, and it's not an impossible task. We're hiding from the Ursus army while also trying to save the infected from under their nose. If you ask me why we're doing this, I guess all I can tell you is that it's what we're supposed to do. Continue your YouTube career when you had a new laptop, new computer? Hell yeah. Not boss, just hard stage? God damn it. I mean, that's a very solid wish list. That being said, I can't help but feel like taking all the disinfected, thus giving the other team some breathing room. We may be playing into Mr. Patreon's hands. Patreon may have drawn a line that we dare not cross. To cross that line is to fight Ursus garrison head on, a tall order. It goes without saying, it's either that or keeping ourselves under the radar. AKPC client systems got revealed, by the way. But yeah, it also got revealed that it seems like only CN is gonna get it. i5 800 400 GTX 1060, 8 gigabytes of memory. That seems like very high requirements for Arknights, no? A 1060? $30 gigabytes or more? How much space is the current mobile version? 12 to 20. Why is the storage so high? Why is it so high? Odd. I guess, but still, that's still somewhat high. Maybe we'll see some next gen graphics. Yeah, they just like they make higher texture or higher texture chibis. We're gonna have 4K quality chibis. In other words, we'll have to leave the tundra, and that means infiltrating the real Ursus territory, their nomadic cities, where all aspects of life are ruled with their iron fist. At that point, the guerrillas will put their weapons away until it's time for us to take up arms again. The treatment of the infected in the cities and ships are only in the wild are bound to be even more cruel. I imagine the days that are to come will be very difficult. It's not easy to take the step. It's only for CN at the moment? Yeah, at the moment. AKA, we'll have to pray to God that Yostar decides to fucking release it. Nah, Igor, that shit's still gonna crash games. I think Raid will always lag out the game. But this is the northern tundra. There's nothing but snow here. You can't feed all these mouse with just snow. November 3rd, Year X. My brothers and sisters, are you okay? It's good to see you all in one piece. One Piece! Man, was that battle not a disaster? Thank you, Yeti Squad. It's a pleasure to lead the fight with all of you. The pleasure's ours, Salva. Well, I think it's very reassuring to fight alongside you. We'll make a good match. Now I can see why First Nova trusted you to lead our squad. What's more, the way you use your arts is getting more ingenious by the day. Blasting flames through the cold air and detonating that? I don't think I could have come up with that one. Also, banger alert! Well, those aren't exactly flames. I started to explain, but I'll spare you the details. I'm sure First Nova can rest easy knowing she doesn't have to look out for all of us at the time anymore. So, do you think we'll come across any more of those Ursus scum here? Well, this is one of the cities Ursus was planning on dismantling 3 years ago. Groups here managed to take over the city, probably thanks to corruption or some equally dirty work. As for the original residents, they are probably enslaved or driven out. They didn't stand a chance against us at the very least. They aren't as weak as you're making them out to be. Just relatively speaking. Compared to the regular Ursus armies at least, it's not like Petra has to let you fight any battles that difficultly. I know he hasn't, it's true. He didn't think we could handle it, but I think we are more than up to task now, with how well we're getting on. I'm not sure about that. The real Ursus army is on a whole other level. This detachment lacks discipline, training. I'm guessing they might even be technically organized. We just barely had a leg up over these guys because of our tactical planning. So you're saying we've got nothing to celebrate? No, far from it. We have all the resources we need to survive now. We really needed these supplies. Without them, we won't make it through the winter. Besides, the nomadic city may be old and run down, maybe even too small, but big enough for us. None of us ever been on a nomadic city before. Hello, what's the matter? You are one of the infected from Yorker village, if my memory serves right. We got a pretty big team ourselves at the very least. We're no smaller than you, gorillas. Oh, you're almost there. I'm no part of the guerrilla force. I'm still had definitely more men in this fight than you. So, what do you want from me? Let's go our own ways here, Tala. Serious? We fought plenty battles with you people. We've taken the shirt of our backs for you way more than I can count. You take half of the resources in the city, I'll take more than none. Just let us keep the city. The city we could go anywhere. We could be anywhere in the tundra. The patrol unit and the Ursus troop will never find us. So you're saying you don't want to fight anymore? We'll die. We're all a little... The enemy, they're getting stronger and stronger. These people are on the same level as any contingents that patrol guerrilla squads have faced. But we can't do it. Oh, aren't you going to deny us even this? Are you? Okay, what are you people talking about now? The Yeti. You cold-hearted monsters couldn't understand. Death means nothing to you. Not like the rest of us. You... Relax. Hello. We'll get the supplies out right away. The city is yours to keep. That's good to hear. But I won't stand for any insult to our fighters. Apologize to the Yetis now. Sorry. I will do, right? Grab gather your men. We need to itemize the supplies. Also turn on the Ursus Comms terminal we captured. You know what I mean? They know Peter's guerrilla squad isn't around. Get up, fam. Oh, what? First thing you say is that? What the hell? Where are you going? Mr. Peter, we're just about to rendezvous with you. You handed the city to those folks. Looks like you got my message already. What these people are doing is nothing short of betrayal. Your permission has given them the justification they wanted. You destroyed the order here. The moment they asked to be let go, I wasn't going to be able to keep them. Those who lack conviction and willpower shouldn't wage war, not now, not ever. If you go by your logic, no one was born with the right to set foot on the battlefield in the first place. Discipline is everything. Kill them and take the city back, and you owe your team and your people this. So that they know the infected will kill a bunch of helpless people with their backs against the wall and grease the wheels with their blood, all for a rundown city. They have contravened our discipline. None never fought for discipline to begin with. It's been 4 years since we've met. In all this time, not once have I given an order. I either tolerated your presence there on the battlefield or refused to work with you. I really can't know if you have matured or gone soft in that time. All because I don't agree with you? Some of the rest of the infected and tell them they've been betrayed in the manifesto. Have them executed immediately. You must make an example of their transgression. I can't do that. I can see you are hesitating. You are hesitating because they too are infected. Is it because you think this is dishonorable? You loathe killing and you don't care for power. That's not a bad thing. But then you need someone to do the dirty work for you. I'll let you know that I'm not afraid of doing this. And I don't dare to claim I have the moral high ground over anyone either. In that case, the guerrillas I will get done. If you refuse to take arms against them, the guerrillas will clean up the mess. What is that expression? You can't possibly think I'm an honest and noble man everyone makes me out to be. Someone like that would have been dead long before the fighting ever began. What honorable besides reigning victorious and safeguarding the fruits of victory? Triumphing over the enemies you load in battle is by very its nature an honor. But that doesn't mean I take pride in my sacrifices. Man, I wish my voice could endure that long without giving out. I honestly don't know how I'm able to do it. Maybe that's why I ended up being sick for 2 weeks with a fucked up throat, but you know. Man, why is this guy voicing all the characters by himself, Schizo? Listen, I want to read the story. I'm just voicing them out loud for easy of understanding for those that are watching that may not have me on their main monitor. If a decision leads to victory and fewer dead comrades, then that's the right decision to make. The city's already in its last legs. It's likely been on service for much longer than it was intended. It's not gonna last another 3 years. Both you and I know that they're doomed to be stranded in the tundra. They'll still have to find a way out in the end. But with the city, they bought themselves a tiny bit of hope, even if it's just for those 3 years. I'm not gonna crush that hope of theirs. You're fine seeing their team get torn in two. No, I already told you. They were never on the same team as us to begin with. I'm not gonna give you the weak and I'll go to battle excuse you've been giving me. All I'm saying is not everyone thinks the same way we do. We'll have many people join our ranks, and not all of them are working towards the same goal as we are. We're just borrowing their strength. We're not exploiting it. If we were forced them to do our bidding, we'd only be making them work against their own goals. And that's how we get them to actually start doubting each other and feel alienated. All for the sake of unit purity, is it? That's what you want to call it? I'm not sure I'd describe it like that though. Nothing else, I can tell you're a righteous person. There's a unit stationed nearby guarding the trade route, and they're much better trained. You don't think they're bound to go wrong? I don't want to admit it, but you're right. They might just do that. So we'll prepare for that. The Yetis intercepted the message already. You're right. The Magic City sent a message out. They tipped off the Ursus troops in the area of our location. They want to draw Ursus army attention to us. No one wanted this battle to happen. Their foolishness will slowly lead them to the destruction. The heart, fickle, and impermanent. Operation R8-8. Ursus is counting on these drones to guide their artillery strikes. I'm hurt. It's just a scrape. But too many of these scrapes and I won't be able to keep fighting. If you want to fight a fight, it's not all too late to fall back. That won't do. If I don't step up here, we'll be just leaving our backs wide open to the Ursus army. I have to be careful to not take too much damage. It's the only way. Stand firm. Stand firm. We must stand firm here. Flames better do anything to my body. Can't even stop the bleeding. I must save my strength. Must make sure to finish this battle hell and all. Mr. Fred, you're going to back down, right? In case I won't either. What the fuck am I looking at? What cursed ass fucking stage is this? Where's the live stream where you read Stella Sora story? I've done a few. I just haven't caught up with chapter 3 and chapter 4. I need to do that though. Well, you see, I can do this stage because I have a funny thing called Tragodia. Yes, Revolver, what can I do to help you? Oh, are these Arknights? It's hard. I just have a very overpowered team for the current stages that I'm on. You got any builds recommended for Legion? Like DBD Legion? Yes. I don't fully remember the name of the things, but you have what's the name? You have the one that reduces their progress if they're based off of the amount of people that are injured. Something. I think that's a nurse thing. God fucking damn it, Zuzi, I fucking deleted them. What else? I mean, I go. You have the. I mean, I would have to log into the onto DBD to see what else I'm actually using, but it's that. You can go ruin. Like, but it's not really necessary, especially nowadays. I used to go barbecue in Chile. That one I used to go a bunch because of points. I don't remember the names though of all of the things. Oh wow, we almost failed the bonus. Listen, I'm not good at the game, okay? Take account of the dead and wounded. Just as you said, they used this as bait in battle and ensued. Are you disappointed, Taulula? No. They had a reason for doing this, and I also know exactly what they were. Knowing they had a legitimate reason, I couldn't possibly have gotten my hopes up. Also, Adidia, it's dark, sure, but it's a compelling story, and I think it's worth it. The informant must be executed. Now, should we pick out this traitor? Out of all the people that wanted to flee the battlefield. They betrayed their veterans and armed for a moment of peace. If you make excuses for them, you're only putting your warriors in harm's way. No. They never swore their loyalty to us in the first place. You want every last person on your team to be absolutely perfect? That's impossible. You won't find a squad like that anywhere. But the guerrillas. The guerrilla fighters aren't perfect either. There are only a handful of people as perfect as you're making them out to be. Everyone else has their own reasons to be here, and only because they are willing to pay the price, but that doesn't mean they've thought it all through. Sit down, soldier, don't try to argue with her. It takes a lot more to build a city than to destroy one, mister. Just let them stay. If there's more than one way for the infected to survive, I'd rather see all of those ways work out. Well, you can always try to go about everything without making sacrifices. Sacrifices? Is that even up to me to decide? All of us are prepared for the worst. You can't win without spilling blood. Adding salt will lead to lore. I know it, and I'm sure you know it too. The Empire isn't going to sit by and watch the infected unite and grow into a major force. If everything goes the way you pitched it and the infected actually manage to take their fate into their own hands, then this war is inevitable. You're right. You need to first let the infected understand that their lives have meaning. They don't have any obligation to face anything that comes after that. You want the guerrillas to fight this war? Hell, are you waiting for a war to break out between Ursus and another country, the one that you can profit from? Or are you trying to sow the seeds of that war yourself? Mods! Mods! Shoot the bot! The mods! 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 Hi, I'm Mods. Too late. Too late. The bot is gone. You don't want to give me an answer. You should know that any victory that you can hope to achieve will bring in disastrous results. You're probably right. But that doesn't mean I'm going to sacrifice any lives. Are you prepared to bear the tremendous pain to come? Not at all. Things are bound to be painful after all. You expect everyone to be so kind-hearted. I simply have faith that people of Ursus weren't born selfish and cruel. Perhaps you will come to face with the real evil one day. I've already crossed paths with my old friend a few times. I sure hope so. If a soldier swears loyalty to his fellow men only later to betray them for his own profit, I will personally write up his charges. But if the group of infected we're dealing with aren't even fighting for the same cause as us, what give us the right to annihilate them? Doesn't make them our enemies. Hello. Please, go on. There are a lot of people who I respect, not for their strength, but for their honesty. I can only hope you are one of them. I'll keep that in mind. Roba, where's the Frost Nova right now? She's still at the mountain pass. She said she's holding the fort until we finish capturing the city. Let's rendezvous with them. I need to apologize to her personally. So, that it, Captain? There should be at least 3 garrisons around. We need to take every last one of them. before he can get the supplies out. All things considered, she made the right decision. The city doesn't have that much of a longer walk ahead of it. Oh, Helena. Can we punch Mephisto, like, or even, like, you know, wrap a cord around it and... Are you in a bad mood, Helena? Nope, I'm fine. I know, Sasha. Do you still want me to use your real names? Why do you ask? Better to have a name that we can use to protect ourselves when we're so far away from home. Sometimes if we don't pick a name for ourselves, we'll only ever be called the name others give us. But you haven't even given yourself another name. Not solely because I don't want to. Why? You were just saying we should use different names. Because I want to be the same person both inside and out. I want to be someone whose actions represent her beliefs. So then your current actions are different from your words? Sasha. You're right. That's very likely. That's why I insist on using my name. It's just that the name doesn't really have much meaning to everyone else. After all, who I am isn't important to any of them. My own name is only important to myself. Well, what should I call you then? You put it like this, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to call you. Sasha, how about I put it this way? I'm just a rebel. Just a normal person. My name? That's not important. No one should ever remember my name. This name shouldn't become a symbol. And it shouldn't come to any other kind of power. It's just my name. And it's nothing more than a name. If you want to call me by a name, just call me Paolo for now. When you call me by my name, turn around and look back, but that's all there is to it. You can call me Paolo too, I know. It may be a little too early to tell you to this, but I want to, Sasha. I want you to call me Paolo because I want you to think of me as a friend. Good friends like we are all peas in a pond. 1 second stream, I am being called once more. Okay, I have 5 minutes. I am being essentially yelled at to end my stream. Even if I die, you will still remember my name, but not because I did anything special during my lifetime. I just want you to remember the time we spent together. I want you to remember you once had a friend to call Paula. But you're killing bad guys. You're fighting them. The girl who fights shouldn't have a name. Everyone has their own fight. We're all fighters. Don't hang your head and just follow in the other fighters' footsteps. Don't do that. Not everyone is like Patriot. All of us make mistakes. Look ahead of you. And look at where he's going. You don't just keep your eyes shut and follow whoever has the most important sounding title. The names you remember are your friends' names. The names of people you spend the most time with. Transphobia gave you that extra spicy candy but gritted her teeth and smiled. It's your teacher who made you that weird vegetable stew. It's Patriot who will never give up on training. They're all your friends, not fighters. As fighters, we don't have names. I don't get it. Well, I want you to trust me because I'm your friend, not because of my position. Just like all my other friends. Whoa! Golden Gold module unlocked? What? Oh. Boom. Okay. Okay, stream. While I'm ending the stream right now, I will be back in a few hours. I just have to deal with the fact that I am a father against my will. So I have to go help take care of kids that are not my own. Okay? So just have patience. I will be back. Just keep an eye out on the Discord. Okay? Ah, I'm broke. How many hours until 2026 is in place? It's 4:37 p.m. right now, so keep that in mind. I don't know math, so I can't put in mind how much it is. But yeah, I think it is 8 hours until New Year's. So give me a while, or give me a bit, okay? And I'll be back. Just again, keep an eye out on the Discord, as I'll be able to tell you right there and then if I'm good to go. Okay? Thank you all so much for watching for now. I hope to see you all in a few hours to watch the rest of the stream. But yeah, have a good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, or good night if I don't see you all. I'll see you all on the next one. Bye-bye!
distracted when you text me, I'm swiping through some posts, dreaming of a date night and organizing notes, focusing to see the other side.